Alrighty, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we've got Adjacent to Perfection against DownToFrag for Season 24 ESEA Open Playoffs. This is round number 3. Both these teams currently 2-0 in the playoff bracket, trying to work their way up to intermediate. Into the ninth round, let's go down the roster real quick. On the side of Adjacent to Perfection, we've got Run24, Levy, Stingray, Idea, and Bic. They're going to pick up the knife round, so we'll see where they elect to go off to. On the side of DownToFrag, we've got Zucchini Mania, IOTD, 13 Strats Y, Nick Cage Body Pillow, who wins the MVP award for best name in the server right now, and Shanghai Opper. So a lot of long names. I'm sure I'm going to screw many of those up as this match is going to go live right now and going into the next rounds. I have no idea what to expect from either of these two teams. I haven't casted either of them, although I think I've seen a bit of Adjacent to Perfection. One of the days where I tried to find a match to cast, but was a bit late into their match, really early on in the season. We're going to start things off, and looking at the minimap right now, we've got a 2-3 split from the side of DownToFrag. 3 of those players working their way towards apartments. We've got 1 player watching ramp and 1 up there in the palace. Maybe try and draw some attention over towards that A-bomb site, and it seems to be working right now as Idea takes the first damage of the round. Meanwhile, that is going to rotate these players out of apartments and onto the bomb site. They spot out 1, but Bic gets a quick little frag on Shanghai Opper, make that a second one, so takes down 2, allows one player to rotate, but Brun's going to go down and see he hops out that window. It's going to leave this as a 3v3, but bomb has been dropped, and the rotation's coming in from the CT side, but as you can see, they're all coming in through market, so they're going to be quite pigeonholed, as both the players on the B-bomb site are slowly biding the time, allowing that third player rotating over from the A-bomb site to possibly put in a bit of a flank action. But Stingray is set up for this, in perfect position actually, as this player is about to peek out of the murder hole. But he's announced his position, but he got a frag for it for free. So that's going to allow Zucchini Mania to peek out and make sure he's safe before he picks up that bomb. Puts it down. 13 Strats Y, spots out Stingray, trades out a little bit of damage. That's not going to be enough. 35 seconds, bomb is finally going to be planted. Looks like Levy is actually peeking out right now. Zucchini Mania holding a good angle, spots out Levy, and another player, but Stingray is actually going to get that frag. He is getting flanked right now, but the HP advantage is in his hands. Can't quite tag 13 Strats Away. 2 bullets would kill either of these players on the DownToFrag side. Stingray does have a kit to work with, but he gets a good little shot and only manages to do 8 damage with that bullet. He's rather low himself now, 36 HP left on Stingray. Let's watch the clutch cam. He might be able to still do this. He's going to have to draw these players out, try, and no, he's just going to stick it. Pros don't fake. They round the corner. They do get the frag. Nick Cage, Body Pillow, picking up the final one in that round, and DownToFrag is going to pick up the first round in this match. The buy comes out from DownToFrag. Zucchini Mania, he's going to pick up an AK-47. Scout in the hands of 13 Strats Y. A couple UMPs and a Galil on the rest of the team, and moderate utility. Meanwhile, we have a Glass Cannon Swag 7. What is this play? I've seen this more and more. It could actually work here if he gets in this position without being seen. But actually looks like Shanghai Opper's going to open up over there on mid. Auto Director is completely failing me, but Nick Cage Body Pillow, we get to see a little bit of action from him as he pushes on in, catches Idea without a single bit of damage onto him, but Levy is going to change that up quickly. A little too late for Nick Cage Body Pillow, but Shanghai Opper's going to get that frag, and now it's all up to this Glass Cannon Swag 7. There we go. That's a good way to start things off. Elects not to switch to the UMP, gets body shot, so 13 Strats Y pulls at the Tech 9, ends him rather quickly. Pretty clean round from DownToFrag, losing 2 players, holding on to the good weapons there. All 3 rifles salvaged and brought into the next round. Adjacent to Perfection, probably not going to invest anything in this round, hoping to get a nice full buy in that third one. But the upgrades are going to come in. DownToFrag not looking to make up too much economy. Foregoing the SMGs for now. Looks like we have a pretty fast A-rush right now. Levy's going to spot that one out, so we're going to watch over on his cam right now. He's getting pressured down, has to back downstairs. Goes down to IOTD. And, IOTD picks himself up a second one. Nick Cage Body Pillow picks off 2, and IOTD makes it a third frag to end the round. Just a pure, clean eco round, though. Not too much to be impressed by. But the buy is going to be coming in from Adjacent to Perfection, as a double AWP setup comes in. Interesting to start off right away with that. It's going to leave them very light on utility. No head armor on 3 of those players. It's not going to matter too much as they are using AKs and AWPs. Front 24 gets the nice lineup, almost gets a collateral off that, so Shanghai Opera is going to go down. 13 strats Y is going to switch out to that AWP, ditches the AK, or actually rather the Galil. They're going to throw that Molotov, make it a little bit more able to pick up some mid control as they push him out of connector. He's only backed up to the top of stairs though. As you can see right now, Auto Director actually working in tandem with me for once instead of against me. As he's waiting to line up a IOTD, and that he does. Run 24 picking up a second kill from the round. And suddenly it looks like a Jason to perfection. As this round under control, man advantage, and minute left in the round. Right now it looks like 13 strats Y going to go pick up the bomb and slowly walk this one over towards B. Bick jumping over the wall, looking for a bit of information, and if he stays there, he might actually be able to spot something out, but instead, he opts to throw that smoke in there. And the Zucchini Mania looks like he might want to push through this, or maybe looking for a gap around it, but Bick, he's going to hop up there and get a little bit of aggressive. I like this play. Not really necessary when you have 2-man advantage, but could work out for him. We shall see shortly. Actually, that's going to be re-smoked. Very wise to play off that position, make it seem like that player is still back there in van. I like this a lot. And Bick kind of holding an off angle. Usually the player tucks up there right on top of that chair. Instead, playing just a little bit to the side of it, that'll give him the ability to spot out the barrels a little bit easier, and there it is. Bick picks himself up a 2K for that, as Levies finishes off the third player, who I believe was at upper mid. DownToFrag, though, plenty of money built up. Somebody is going to have to drop a rifle over to Nick Cage Body Pillow, and that they do. AWP is picked up, thrown over to Shanghai Opera, so a little bit of a weapon juggle going on right now, but enough utility to get a decent set piece off. Meanwhile, Bick did upgrade that to the AK. Levy, he's up close and personal on ramp. He's going to get the first frag, opening that off, and he gets a second. Oh, answer's actually right back. I thought he was going to get the Shanghai Opera. Beautiful stuff. But Run is going to answer that one right back. So equal player advantage, or not even advantage, just equal players for the round right now, as 3 of these players are going to be pushing up ramp at the moment. Kuziak, that's just how Counter-Strike goes. And if they change their names, I'm just going to read what's displayed, because I can't keep that in mind. I'm awful at this. Hell, even when I'm casting lands, I'm like, I always tell them, I will read whatever you put on there. Unless it's, you know, horribly racist, and then I'll just read it half the time. Anyways, a minute left in the round. Not any information for the set of DownToFrag, and they're going to have a, I was going to say decent crossfire setup, but really Bick's playing this one very passive. 45 seconds. One more player's going to move in. It's going to be Brun24. Hit some amazing shots earlier. He's in a good position to get another one. That he does. 40 seconds left. Bomb has been dropped. Shanghai Opera, though, he jumps up, gets another one for himself, and another one on top of that. He's up to 4 in this round. He could get the ace. He's actually going to plant the bomb for the time being. They can play off this Zucchini Mania, getting some suppression fire, but no Negev for him. Shanghai Opera up close, misses the flick shot, and is going in. He gets the ace. Shanghai Opera looking damn good. Check the replay on that one. Opening pick by Levy. And then Shanghai Opera is what we're looking for right now. There's the first one of the ace, and a second quick right off the tail of that. Yeah, you know, in chat, you're saying they didn't expect this to be casted. Somebody requested me to cast this one, so that information may have been passed on. But, talk about passing on. Idea's going to be passing on as Nick Cage Body Pillow puts an AK bullet right in his head. Shanghai Opera, IOTD, we're looking for a team ace right now, as each of them have picked one up. So Zucchini Mania, I'm looking at you right now. He's going back to pick up the bomb, which was dropped at top of mid, so it's going to be difficult to beat. He gets 1 frag for his troubles. It was an eco round, so not too bad. So DownToFrag, currently leading 5-1, up 4 rounds. Look at me doing math live on air. That's as safe as I'm going to be with that. Bai is going to come back into adjacent to perfection as they pick up the double AWP setup yet again. 3 M4s and just hardly any utility. 1 kit held in the pocket of Bick. And it's going to be difficult for him as he is going to go try and anchor this B bomb site. And there's 3 players already pushing up right now. Actually, they slowed things down, so Bick, he's going to back off a little bit, smoke that out. A grenade's going to announce the presence of at least one of those players, and probably two of those. Now the second one's come through, and some noise is being made, but the rotation has not come off yet. As you can see, only one other player has been joined over there on the side of Bick. Other three players over there split up, kind of repositioning right now, as a push is starting to come out from the A ramp side. Zucchini Mania opens up. 13 Strats Y gets a quick one as well. It's going to put Jason to Perfection in a dangerous spot. 13 Strats, he's got another one. So it's going to be a 2v4 retake if they even want to go for this. Rotation's actually coming out. One player spotted up, taken down, and the bomb is now completely pushed over and out on the B-bomb site, but Stingray is over here on the A. So even if he gets this frag, and that he does, Zucchini Mania is going to go down. He's going to realize very quickly he is in the wrong spot. And I would assume right now Stingray's main goal would be to try and find one of those ops that was dropped from his team, because they're going to have such a low economy in the next round. As you can see, just about $850 between all players. Loss bonus is not going to be too big, so they're going to need something. And ooh, as he tries to grab it and run up to Palace, 13 Strats, he's going to stop that one in its tracks. DownToFrag starting to build up a little bit of a bank. Held on to the AWP, had to rebuy one AK, I believe. So Jason Perfection, they're going to be another eco round, which is starting to be an all too common trend for them. They're going to want to try and switch this up as soon as possible. Stingray, though, he's got himself a P250 and a set of body armor. So he's going to go play aggressive up towards ramp, but it looks like DownToFrag is expecting something like this, as they're holding very passively. Only 13 Strats Y up there on mid, about to get a view on connector, where Levy might be able to spot him out. Levy just misses it. Flashbang? No, it's going to be a smoke is going to come out. That'll force Levy to go rotate over there towards window, where IOTD has just smoked that off. There was a little gap in that smoke they could have played off of, but for the time being they have not. And interestingly enough, minute 10 left in the round. Bomb has been dropped all the way back by Terrorist Side Apartments. So someone's going to have to wheel and go get that one sometime soon. And it does look like Shanghai Opera has been sent back there. But Nick Cage, Body Pillow, is going to open up the round. Nice, unexciting kill into Stingray, taking that P250 and body armor out of the factor. Zucchini Mania gets dinged, so it's going to be a dangerous situation for him. He's going to like to back off after spraying just a little bit of damage on the front 24. Idea caught in the fire, and amazingly didn't take any more ticks. It looked like he was right in that. 13 Strats Y flips on over, takes out the player on connector. It was going to be Levy. And these two of these players will be rotating through CT as the bomb is being planted just on the opposite side of default. As soon as Idea pushes through the smoke, he gets punished for it. Vic holding up close, but the aim punch is too much for him. Nick Cage, Body Pillow, is going to get himself a third frag of the round. It's all going to be up to Brun. Will he be the Miracle Man? Something tells me no. And that something was entirely correct. So adjacent to Perfection, back in the viable zone. It looks like they're going to go for it. Once again, they're going to be very light on utility, but they haven't really had a chance to use too much of it in the first place. So, again, the double AWP setup, this is why these guys they're losing rounds, they're buying double ops every single time. And look at this, Brun, he just had to buy a smoke and flash because he couldn't afford armor. So, glass cannon over there on Brun. He's done some great work with it in previous rounds. Right now, no op anywhere near the players on the side of DownToFrag. Making a little bit of noise, tossing out some grenades. That's going to pull one player over to window from connector. There is one player holding over by connector. Brun 24, as soon as he peeks window, 13 Strats Y is going to put him down. So once again, glass cannon, not the scenario you wanted to have against that weapon. And that's going to be one more AWP lost, and the double op buy. It's looking like it might be not the wisest decisions. Although Stingray catches IOTD looking the wrong way. It's going to even things back out in this 9th round. Players of DownToFrag still holding, lurking in apartments, sending 13 Strats Y over towards A ramp, hoping to draw over some of the CT presence and at least split them up to give them a nice little bit of advantage, pushing into this B-bomb site sometime soon. A little bit of a flubbed molly. It's going to cause Idea to push on out and take 13 Strats Y. So actually man advantage in the hands of adjacent to Perfection. But will it be enough? All three of those players still in apartments, about to creep out. Bick has a good angle on this, but he's spotted out. Shanghai Opera did miss the shot, spots another player, so now they have this information. Can they work off of it, though? Shanghai Opera goes down, traded up by Zucchini Mania, who gets a nice little 2-frag there. That might be enough. Goes for the fake. No one's biting quite yet as they are not close enough. Levy holding on that window angle. 2v2 scenario. Molotov will slow down anyone pushing at a market right now. Ooh, he gets tagged up through the wall right there. Lucky to be alive, Zucchini Mania. We're just going to take some post-plant positions. The triple Ps as Idea slowly sneaks up. Flashbang's going to come out. That's perfectly timed, but Zucchini Mania doesn't peek it. He peeks it now, whips out, gets the shot, and a second one. Zucchini Mania picks up a 4-kill on that round to keep DownToFrag, looking absolutely brilliant on this terrorist side. So, Adjacent to Perfection, back on the eco round. Stingray once again forced up pistol armor. Let's see if he can do anything with this. He's not in the best of positions, so last time he did go for that A ramp push, so he's just going to hold over here by window. DownToFrag though, they hadn't done any fast B push. They sent 3 players there often. Right now, just 1. Shanghai Opera though, he's got some map control up mid. He's going to flash for his teammate. As Stingray ekes up Connector, and then ekes on another one. Great shots by 13 Strats Y, but Stingray does put the decoy to good use as he takes him out. So a little consolation prize. Man advantage still on the side of DownToFrag. Zucchini Mania, is he going to expect this? I certainly wouldn't, but somehow he stays alive. 19 HP. Idea what happened there. Bomb slowly being pushed over towards the A bomb site where Stingray is holding this Deeg. Can he get himself a second one? Up close, gets a 1 Deeg, goes for another one, throwing bullets wildly. He gets a second for his troubles. It's going to be difficult now. Zucchini is there. He does have low HP. But right now, on the flank, we've got IOTD. He's going to get the frag. Let's take a look at that Deagle play again. First one was beautiful. Second one was a little bit messy, but it worked out. Let's see Stingray making his money back with this purchase. Lines it up, pulls the trigger, and then flails wildly and gets rewarded for it. Adjacent to Perfection, back on the buy and back on the double AWP setup. Guys, please stop. It's not working for you. Brun, he's lucky to be alive right now. I think he was tagged through the wall. What was that? That was Zucchini Mania with the AK. Shanghai Opera spots a player behind pillar. Big's going to get one. Stingray gets himself a second, and Big gets another one. If they don't win this round, I will be flabbergasted, I believe is the word. 2v5 right now. Bomb has been dropped just up on top of the ledge. So these 2 players are in a horrible predicament now. Only AKs to work with. A bit of utility, but reinforcements have been called in. 3 players currently on this B-bomb site. 1 making sure that no presence is going to be pushed in. Holding by market. Only leaving Idea on the A-bomb site. It'll be interesting to see what these 2 players elect to do. Right now, it does look like they're going to be boosting up onto window. Yep, quite indeed. And then the player can rotate through underpass. So we'll see if this player can get anything done right now. 13 Strats Y about to push out Murder Hole, but guess who's watching that? Brun with the AWP. 45 seconds left in the round. I'm not sure if these players are looking to save at the moment. They have plenty of money in the bank, so they could easily rebuy, but having these 2 weapons would still be very nice to carry on in the next round and make sure they'd be safe for at least 1 more round on top of the next. Brun spots the peek, pulls the trigger, and now Zucchini Mania has been spotted out. He's just going to go and try and do some damage to the economy, and he does a little bit before Levy puts him down. Finally, the double op setup working out in the favor of Adjacent to Perfection. DownToFrag, though, as I said in the previous round, plenty of money to spare. Full buy comes out, 4 AKs, AWP, full utility. On Stingray, he's barely got enough money. Has to be relegated down to a FAMAS. Zucchini Mania, he's going to smoke off top of mid. And we'll see where they go from here. So they got another passive approach. 2 players top of mid. 2 players going to go lurk apartments. Actually, 1's going underpass right now. Vic, once again, we see him re-smoke that. Was contemplating being aggressive, but decides to drop down. And let's see if Brun peeks out at the wrong time. 13 Strats Y has been punishing this round after round. Brun has still not got much work done off of that window position, mainly getting those frags from Connector. Right now, he's just waiting for that smoke to unplume. Deplume? I'm sure there's actually a word for that. I'll jump on the dictionary after this cast, because right now there's a minute left in the round. Bomb has still been dropped back by T spawn. Run's actually going to rotate over towards B. Meanwhile, plenty of map control at mid. IOTD tucking himself under window. One player watching cat, one player watching connector. See, Levy on top of ticket booth gets the frag on a 13 strats Y. 50 seconds left. Somebody needs to go back for that bomb immediately if they're hoping to keep themselves into this round. As their economy, they could force buy next round, but it wouldn't be the most healthy of purchase. And that they do. Zucchini Mania going back to pick up that bomb. Meanwhile, Brun is backed off and is watching Murder Hole, waiting for another boost to come through. And Nick Cage Body Pillow, best name in the server. Can he have the best game in the server? He's going to peek out, spots the player, gets the frag, spots another one, but the spray isn't good enough. Levy answers back, he gets that, but IOTD, Shanghai Opera, they get 2 quick ones. Bomb in their hands, 15 seconds left, they need to jump on this bomb now, as Brun got that frag. He's being pushed back, that nade did a heavy chunk of damage to him. 11 seconds, I believe they can get this. The player rotated off a jungle, IOTD swings wide, gets another 2. That'll bring him to 3 frags this round. And down to frag, they bring it back, as you can see the round count. Leading 10-2, and those 2 win rounds are so spread out. That's going to completely reset the... Oh, no, not entirely reset. They did get saved 1 round, so it's going to be force buy material. M4 picked up by Idea. AWE Glass Cannon over there into Levy. And I don't agree with this buy whatsoever. This is a shit buy. Jason Perfection, if you're watching this right, and if you're watching the VOD, this is a bad idea. Either you go like mid SNG force buy, or you save at the final, like the 14th round. This is awful. I hope they're punished for it. Run 24, he's going to take some damage from that nade. Very light amount, though. And once again, Adjacent Perfection giving free map control. It wasn't even smoked off window this time. I guess these players on DownToFrag side were expecting a full eco round. So IOTD is going to be boosted up to check on Cat for the time being. Thankfully for them, Brun did not rotate over to Connector quite yet. Just watching for that underpass angle, see if anyone peeks that. Levy has his AWP over at ticket booth. Is he going to pop up here and spot anybody? That he does, but both those players missed the shot. Actually, Shanghai Opera hit him through the wall. Did a healthy amount of damage over there to Levy. Bomb, once again, dropped way back. Down to frag, note for you guys, bring the bomb closer to you before you drop it. IOTD is going to get one. Shanghai Opera gets himself one as well. So there are 2 of the purchases gone. Vic tries to put that P250 to work, but can't quite do it. Stingray holding up close with his, but IOTD with a cheeky little wide peek takes him out, and suddenly that investment has paid off into 1 kill, going into round 14. At this point, these players could have had a full buy, or another force buy, or they could have just force bought last round with SMGs, and then just saved until like the 15th round and play that out. That horrible purchase has put them in a horrible position. Bick has just enough money. He's going to buy himself a kit, armor, 5.7 smoke. We'll see if this does anything. I understand the kit purchase and the upgraded pistol, but he'll have enough money to go into the next round. Idea, though, he's going to get cheeky and get aggressive for the first time over on the CT position. And this is obviously an A execute. So it seems, as the bomb is over there on the B bomb side. Levy does open up with the first frag, and Idea picks him up with the second one. The aggression paying off. Flank only gets 1 though, as IOTD answers back with 2 quick kills. But right now information's been passed over to those 2 players on the B-bomb side. They know it's free entry. They're going on in there. IOTD tries to get another frag, but he's just going to give them a free weapon. So that'll actually be very handy in Bick's hands, as he does have the body armor to make up for the aim punch. Let's see how this rotation goes in, though. It's going to be a 3v2 retake, plenty of time, although they are quite far away. Thankfully, they do have that kit, but Zucchini Mania, he's holding up close. Will they expect this? Making lots of noise is Brun. He's going to get punished for it. Pop flash looks like it's going to be coming out right now. Ooh, Zucchini Mania with that timing, a triple kill. Let's take another quick look at that as we move on to round 15. This was so well timed. Peeked out, heard it obviously, then made sure to double check his flank because the position was set up for some sort of a crossfire. Re-peeks it after he throws the flashbang and just gets an amazing series of kills. Solid stuff from Zucchini player right there. Zucchini player. Zucchini Mania. You have a silly name. I'm probably going to screw it up. Alright. the fullest buy they've had in rounds. 4M4s, AWP, and Levy gets aggressive and rewarded for it. Gets one frag as Brunt24 cleans up the other player at top of mid. This is the kind of aggression you needed earlier on. This is the type of plays you needed earlier on as Brunt24 gets himself a second one. It's going to leave this 5v2. DownToFrag in a dire situation. Does make it even more dire now. And looks like it's going to be a clean 15th round. So a little bit of a positive force on the 15th and final round on their CT half. Hopefully for Adjacent to Perfection, they do have a solid T half. So we're going to be going into freeze time for halftime, and all I can say is Adjacent to Perfection needs to stop buying the double ops every single round. They needed to be more aggressive. You saw it obviously paid off in those previous 2 rounds they did pick up. So, yeah. That's about all my notes I've got for those players. But hey, maybe they're east-sided. I know I am on this map.
Counter-terrorists win.
I guess another side note I could say for Adjacent to Perfection is they gave up mid control far too much. Of course, Brun24 is playing by window, and he was often smoked off, but none of the rounds did he ever elect to jump through the smoke or try and do a fast jump onto the fence there from window. There are just a lot more options he could have had rather than just rotating connector every round. He did get some good kills in that position, but they never really paid off into round wins. And we will be going live into the second round of map number 1 here on Mirage. DownToFrag currently leading 12-3. Adjacent to Perfection are going to have to really run it back on this terrorist side. And to help them do that, they picked up a couple body armors, a couple upgraded pistols, 2 smokes, and a Molotov. Meanwhile, on the side of DownToFrag, all USPs, 2 decoys, 2 flashbangs, body armors on 4 of those players, and a defuse kit. Adjacent to Perfection playing this one rather hesitantly. Probably looking for some aggression, as you could expect from a team that is up this many more rounds. But DownToFrag also playing fairly passive roles. As you can see, Nick Cage body pillows all the way back there, but Shanghai Opper, he decided to go take a little bit of information gathering and was punished for it. 13 strats wise, sees 2 players cross, gets one of them, spots out another one, at least another one of them, so he has full information right now. He gets a little bit of backup from Nick Cage body pillow before he gets himself a second kill. Idea did answer one of those back, and Braun positioned back here behind bench, does get the frag, spots another one, Stingray finishes up the damage, and now it's all up to IOTD 1v2. Does have that body armor, so that's going to help him, and damage has been done to Brun, so if he can spot him out first, or isolate these 2 into 1v1s. Has a little bit of information more. One player is now. Spots him out. Does a little bit of damage. 73. Goes and can't land a single bullet onto Brun. That was the opportunity he had. He couldn't line up the shots. He's going to flashbang himself out. Spots out the player who's now tucked himself in the market. But Brun24 re-peeks it. Gets the frag. Adjacent to Perfection picks up their first pistol round. That was a lot of words I just said in a very short amount of time. DownToFrag, though, they're having none of this. They are going to force buy some pistols. Armor on 4 of those players, 2 of them including head armor, a couple flashbangs, so I'd expect some aggression coming out from these players. Meanwhile, on the side of Adjacent to Perfection, they're looking to build some bang. They've got 2 MP7s, UMP, and Galil AK on top of that. Adjacent to Perfection, expecting some aggression, which actually didn't end up coming through. They had the buy for it, and that's kind of the play you usually do here, but electing to play more passively. Adjacent to Perfection, just going to let the clock tick down a little bit. Nick Cage body pillow, hiding under dark right, note that 5-7. And gonna waste a flash. I mean, usually you'd throw that and, you know, peek it when you only have 2 flashes in your entire arsenal. But who am I to judge? Oh, Zucchini Mania. He's roasted and toasted down to 7 HP. Manages to get awake and he jumped down in time. Yes, he can. He was playing a little bit aggressive up there. I actually thought he was holding Catwalk, but the minimap was misleading. He got roasted with that Molotov and a couple bullets in his behind as he tried to exit. So that'll give them a little bit of information. And they're going to rotate Shanghai Opera over to the B-bomb site. Back up his burnt buddy. Alliteration. That's one of the few things I've got going for me. IOTD, he's got something going for him. He spotted out Brun with his back turn. Zucchini Mania, 7 HP and a dream. He's got first kill. Can't quite get the second, though. Bick is going to shut that down. Bick also spots out the player over there on Catwalk. Stingray. Looks like he's going to be holding at that window angle for the time being. As the bomb is being planted with just 10 seconds left, so they've really ran this one down. IOTD has picked himself up an AK, and he puts it to good use, taking out Stingray. Shanghai Opera, he takes out Bick. Levy does answer it back, though. No, 1v2. It's going to be quite dangerous. All he needs to do right now is play for time. He's playing in a very strange angle, tucks himself against the wall, managed to get the kill, though. And Levy is going to go down to IOTD with that salvaged AK. So the force buy ending up to work out for DownToFrag. That's going to feel pretty good. Reset the economy very early after that initial pistol round that Adjacent to Perfection picked up. So taking any momentum right out of him. It's going to be quite difficult going in the next one. They did build up a little bit of bank, so they could actually get a half buy out of this. Let's see what they elect to do. Trying to come back from 14 rounds down if they don't have some sort of miracle buy. And yes, they are going to force buy. This is the correct decision in my opinion. 2 AKs picked up, some Tech 9s to play around them, and utility on the backs of those. Meanwhile, Shanghai Opera, ooh, he gets a little stuck going through Murder Hole right now. That's not going to matter as all 5 players look to be piling on through towards B. They have slowed things down, starting to walk it out. Drop the bomb. We'll see where they go from here. Levy about to peek out with this AK-47 in hand. Spots the player jumping out. And actually, ooh, that was a little risky place to pull out a knife. He's going to run on out. He actually gets the kill at the end of the run. Didn't even slow down for that one. So he's going to open up this B-bomb site for his team. Stingray gets the second player hiding behind Pillar. Force buy looking like it's going to work out for Adjacent to Perfection. It's going to be a 3v5 retake for these 3 players. And actually, Shanghai Opera, I believe he just tagged up 1 player with that op. Nick Cage Body Pillow getting a little more roasted, but IoT jumps out. Nick Cage Body Pillow, he gets himself 1. Shanghai Opera gets himself 1. It's a 2v2 now. Beautiful little kill by Shanghai Opera. Can he get the third, though? Another player spotted up by Stingray in the 1v2. He takes a Shanghai Opera, knows with his other players he has just to play for time right now. Although Nick Cage Body Pillow, he has the kill, he has the kit. Looking for the bomb, I think he's gonna, yeah, he's got this. Solid stuff. That was a close one, though. The lulls come through from GoTV chat. Let's take a look at the replay. It really looked like Adjacent to Perfection had this, but not enough. Not when Shanghai Opera is going off like this. Jumps out the window, spots out another one. Almost shut the corpse, too. I would have done the exact same thing in that situation. Definitely the MVP for this team this round. How many kills is he on right now? 14. He's not even leading for these guys. So actually very solid all around them. IOTD currently topping that team. Sitting at 19 frags. So Adjacent to Perfection on the Tech 9 buy, only armor on 1 player, and that was Brun. Thankfully he had that armor because he could be close to death right now. Nick Cage Body Pillow wildly spraying through that smoke, but IOTD is here catching these players over there on Tetris. Gets 2 of them. 1 is answered back by Brun. These players are heavily tagged up now. Nick Cage Body Pillow is going to put the final bullets into him. IOTD, 1 more, and make that a 4th. And that is why he is top fragging. 23 frags now on map point. DownToFrag, 9 rounds up. Adjacent to Perfection. They are back on the buy. Fairly decent utility. 4 AKs and an op. They're going to have to start running this back now. They can't not lose a single round. Electing to play this one slightly slower. Very default setup, watching for any aggression. Oh, and I pulled up the minimap at the wrong time. I do apologize. Levy actually got Nick Cage Body Pillow getting aggressive. I didn't expect that kind of a play from DownToFrag. Getting aggressive on their map point. That might set them back, but they've come back from larger detriments. And you know what? When the aggression doesn't pay off, get aggressive again. Levy up close, and he gets the frag! 2 for Levy this round. He is taken down quite low. And what is this, Levy? You monster. Apparently all it took was some pressure to get him going strong. And IOTD, he's going to answer that one right back. But Auto Director didn't want us to see that one. And you know what? If 2 aggressive plays don't get you going, just push a man through a smoke. Stewie 2K on their asses. And then get punished for it. So IOTD, what can you do in this situation? They do have the money to go for it and just force buy next round. But right now, I just hope IOTD would try and get some exit frags, lower the economy of this team, and maybe salvage one of the AWPs that was dropped by, I believe that was Shanghai Opera. I think he went down at mid, which is where IOTD is currently going right now. Ooh, tries to go for the jump. But sadly, he's from North America. That's going to make that jump slightly difficult because our skill ceiling is so much lower. Shots! Fired. So IOTD doesn't look like he's going to catch anyone exiting from market at the moment, but he might get this frag out onto Levy. Spots the shoulder out, drops one player. Here's another one running by. Is he going to reap? He does, but he's trapped, and he's just going to get out of there. Save this M4 in the next round. So Jason Perfection keep themselves in it on Mirage. No AWP this round, just 5 AKs. Shanghai Opera, though, he's got himself an AWP. 2 M4s from Moss and a CZ in the hands of 13 Strats Y. Looks like they're going for a pretty default setup. Actually, 13 Strats Y getting a little bit aggressive. He does have the safety to do that, as he had a man watching his back over there, over on Van. As we see right now, but right now, Nick Cage Body Pill looks like he was thinking about getting aggressive, which would have been possibly the right play, as players are going to start piling on in right here. No, it's Auto Director Y. Nick Cage Body Pillow gets the first frag, IOTD gets the second. This is looking dire. Shanghai Opera gets in one, and another player goes down to Nick Cage Body Pillow. Braun does get one frag answered back, but that will be it. DownToFrag, winning 16-4 on this first map. And, you know, being the great, talented, and well-researched caster I am, I didn't actually look up and see what maps they're playing right now. So I'm going to go check that out right now. I'm going to throw on some music while they reset the server and load up the next map. And I will be rejoining you guys shortly. Thank you for stopping by on my stream. If you'd like, you know, hit that follow button. I try and do multiple casts a week here. And, you know, that old saying, it really helps me out. But it really doesn't. It just makes me feel slightly better about myself, but the number slightly goes up every couple of months. Anyways, I will be back.